Hi, I'm going to show you how to use the Python interpreter for the Cosmos HPC Center maintained by LUNARC. And this is part of the course Introduction to Python, which is NAISS wide, so Swedish wide for supercomputing. And I'll be following the most important things in this session is that you're able to log in to your HPC cluster, which will be Cosmos. There we're going to load Python, and there we're going to run a minimal Python program. The reason is, well, you need this to work with Python, and we're going to go through the exercises. So the exercise 1 is to log in, 2 is load a Python module, whatever that is, starting the interpreter and then running a program. And part of this exercise is looking at the documentation of your HPC cluster. And that is what I'll be doing too. So what I'm going to do, I put this documentation here to the left, the exercise are to the left, and we start with exercise 1. And we're going to open up a new window, and we're going to search how to log in to Cosmos. So Cosmos, LUNARC, login, something like this. And then let's find the documentation, how to log in. Alright, so this already looks like a good hit. How to log in, SSH, username, Cosmos, LUNARC. Well, sure, let's do this. So I'm going to do now, I'm going to start a terminal, I'll put it at the left side of the screen. We're going to follow this documentation, how to log in. And then we've done exercise 1. I'm going to start a terminal here, there. And I'm going to do SSH, my username is Richel, at cosmos, cosmos.lunarc.lu.se. Great, I need to give my password. I do this in silence. Now, if I type this correctly, I'll be asked for my pocket pass. Let's type it again. There you go. Now I asked for my pocket pass, one-time password. So let's give that. For that, I open up my app on my phone. It's called Pocket Pass, and I'm going to look for the one-time password. This is the number I got. And now I seem to be logged in to Cosmos. Yes, I see the word Cosmos 3 here. I'm probably on the login node of Cosmos. So this means I've done this documentation. That means I have done this exercise. Next step is load the Python module. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to search here for, in the documentation, for Python module. I think Python is a good one to start with. And it says that I need to look for a module in general using module spider. I'm not going to need to use module spider on the word Python. So I'm going to do this in a terminal. So again, I will be removing this. We're going to load a Python module, but I'm following the documentation here, so there will be a terminal at the left now. And I'm going to use Ctrl-Shift-V to paste this text. And now we see all Python versions we can use. And then I need to do module spider on a Python version. So I press Q here to stop this list. I'm going to copy paste this with Ctrl-Shift-C. I'm going to write, where do I load the module? So sure, I can now find it, but it's not described that I should load the module. It's described here how to load a module, but not how to load a Python module. I'll deduce this myself. I need to type module load in this thing. I do enter. And then let's see what happens. Sometimes you need to load more modules. Yes, it gives me an error. It also gives me the solution. It says you need to do this to see how to do it. Sure, so I use Ctrl-Shift-C to copy, Ctrl-Shift-V to paste. And then it says that I will need to load this module first. Sure, so I copy it, Ctrl-Shift-C, I press Q to get out of this, and I do module load that thing. Enter. This works fine. I press up to go get my older commands back. I press enter. And now I have loaded the Python module for version 3.11.5. Well done. So we have loaded the Python module just now, and now we're going to start the Python interpreter. Where is this described in the documentation? So we have Python here, we see how to look for the module here, we see Anaconda distributions, Conda environment, whatever that is, Python distributions, BioPython, Conda again, LUNARC installed packages, pip installing packages using JupyterLab, but nowhere to run Python. So that means I will have to show you how to start the Python interpreter. The answer is to type the word Python. Enter. That's all you needed to do. So I'm going to keep this now at the right, because now we have started a Python interpreter, as can be shown here. This is how it looks like. And we're now gonna run a hello world program. So I need to copy paste this code. So I click here to copy it. Sure, you can select it and use Ctrl+C there. You can also click here. I go back to Cosmos. I paste it using Ctrl+Shift+V. I press enter. And I've just ran a hello world program. Well done. So with this I have done all the exercises. So this concludes this session, how to use the Python interpreter on Cosmos, which is the first session in the course Introduction to Python by NAISS. And with that I wish you a very good day. Bye!